Let's get ready. Time for a Halloween special. Trick or treat. Live from Equestria at the BBN. Getting closer to Nightmare Night. It's the Brony Show. And I am your host of ceremonies, Count Circular. And I am joined by my wonderful ghouls here for a Halloween treat. We are joined by the illustrious Mummy DM. We are joined by the shocking presence of the Frankenstein's monster textalion.
Thinking about starting a hotel in Transylvania.
We're also joined by the chainsaw wielding maniac of the wrestling ring, Suki Sama.
Yeah, I'm just here to make sure there's beer in the fridge.
And we are also joined by a zombie Toa that we have shoved into his corner.
You know, the more you do that, the more me you make, right?
I didn't hear that last part, did you?
Unit 75 reporting in.
Okay, I can't do that anymore. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 599. We are 1.5 weeks away from Halloween and 1 week away from episode 600. I am terrified, but obviously not because of Halloween, but because we are up to episode 600. The good news, though, I am going to go ahead. I'll get right into the show news here right off the bat. I do have a plan. I actually have a plan. And it is a working plan. I mean, I got thoughts. I got ideas. If worst comes to worst, we could probably immediately jerry-rig something. So, absolutely plausible for me to do something. I am going to do a lot more work on it. So I'm obviously not going to just immediately jump in on this and pray to whatever God I believe in that it goes through without a hitch. We are going to try our best to make a full-forced plan. But I can assure you all, we have a plan. But for the moment, we're here for 599. And if you saw the pre-show, you did notice that we were missing our normal pre-show hosts. But that shouldn't affect us. Why are you showing me this horror? Sorry. We were discussing something earlier just before the main show, and everybody, if you use batteries in any of your old school products, because I know everything is rechargeable nowadays with like lithium ion, but if you have anything that uses double or triple A, quadruple A, I don't care. If it uses a battery and you have to replace it when it goes out, do not forget to change it. Please. Do not forget to change it. Do not forget to take it out. If you're not going to use it for a long time, take it out. I cannot say that enough. I think I almost had a PSP battery explode on me. That's how crazy these batteries can be. Anyway, where was I? Right. Main show. We do have a 600 coming up. We have plans. It will happen. We're not going to suddenly skip it or come up with excuses.
In fairness, the fact that the one time that we had to do that, it was because everything fell apart, literally.
Well, that and yeah, just it came up so quickly. This came up so quickly. 500 came and gone at this like, okay, I can breathe now. And it's like 600 suddenly looming down the way. It's like, oh my god! Just, things are coming by way too fast nowadays. It is mind-numbing.
The hits keep coming and they keep coming. They still won't stop coming and they won't stop coming.
They haven't stopped coming. Why won't they stop coming? It doesn't stop coming. Aha. Okay. Thank goodness we're not a furry podcast. That would have gotten weird. Anyway, let's get going. So, we do got a few things to talk about in the way of Brony news. But before we do that, we of course like to warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about what's going on with ourselves, and we do that with a generous, heaping, loving helping of wub. So I would like to ask all of you once again, as we do every week as this time comes up. What's up, bronies?
I guess Circuit finally realized those sisters were looking at us quite seductively.
Hey, hold us.
What?
Hi, Cole.
What?
Yeah, you're hitting a lot of the crazy stuff, man. Are you feeling all right, buddy?
What?
Yes, it's just I didn't like the way they were looking at me.
What did I walk into?
I don't know either. I'm the one hosting this, and I don't know what happened just now either.
Why
Okay,
do
so
you
what
keep choosing
happened?
these wallpaper, Circuit?
What happened was we had the Luna and Celestia in Nightmare Night attire, and
Nice,
he
nice.
didn't like the way they were looking.
Why?
It was suggestive. Moving on.
Oh,
Thank you.
What? What?
That,
Wait. Are you talking about this?
Thank you.
One of them
Are you talking
anyway.
about this? That is not suggestive. One of them is dressed up like the freaking like the wicked
I meant
queen.
the eyes. I meant the eyes.
The eyes mean nothing. The eyes are eyeshadow. That's not even bedroom eyes for Celestia. Luna, you can make an argument. No, the Verity here has better bedroom eyes. I don't know what these
Yes.
are.
Luna and Mary are giving it to me, not Celestia.
okay. The Celestia do have those slutty Dracula eyes.
What? Oh, okay, we are moving on. There. Nobody can make.
By the way, what I am mostly implying is
You
that
make it so
Dracula is
easy.
hot.
Yes.
Thank you. But not as hot as the Booberry's ghost. Anyways, I
Okay.
have taste.
Well, apparently with Blueberry, you gotta have some sort of taste.
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
So how's it going?
Depends where he's tasting.
No, stop! Oh God, where are we going?
And I'm not the one causing this one this time.
All right. Does anybody have actually any actual what's up, Brony? Before I just try my best to pretend this never happened.
I just got off a train.
How was that
Yeah,
anyway?
I was trained.
Oh, it was great. I actually timed it just right where, like, most of the state was at peak as far as foliage goes. Only the higher elevations of the line were past peak, but it wasn't a detractor because, like, there was still enough trees with leaves on them, and, like, the ones that didn't have leaves on them, it just let you see farther, so it was just really cool. Whole ride, so freaking pretty. Like, damn, I love the fall.
It's a good
Yeah.
time of year.
It is, it is.
For me, fall is okay. It's not going to be as hot, and then it gets up to 90 degrees, and I curse.
Jeez,
Anyway-
it was so hot yesterday.
Anyway, just to throw in here, if anybody wants to, if anybody in the chat room also wants to throw up their wubs, they can feel free to do so in the chat as well. That's why we also try to make sure we have the chat rooms up. So anybody who wants to throw their wubs out there, they can go ahead and wub along with us. Wub up.
I was about to say that, but now I stopped myself.
Yeah, no.
Good on
Yeah.
you, Toa.
Yeah,
Good on you.
looks like Sonic 5421 is getting knee deep into Halloween events in Team Fortress 2. Looks like
Nice.
Kenny-
Oh wait, are they still doing that?
apparently. But
Oh,
that
hell yeah! I need to play some TF2.
Just beware of bots.
oh,
No, they've
well,
been cracking down on the bot.
they've been getting better about it. But no, my curiosity is on Phasmophobia.
Ooh, that is going to happen sometime in the next week or so.
Well, literally
Speaking
on
of
the 28th.
which, how's Cult of the Lamb coming along?
The cult was asleep for a while. We had to put them to sleep for a week. But you know what? If you're gonna bring it up, I'm gonna say why. So the reason why the cult went to sleep is because I was at an anime convention this weekend. Unfortunately, this one was kind of bittersweet because it was the last anime convention for this particular con.
Aw.
They even did the ball pit.
They even did the ball pit. They were cheeky enough to do the ball pit, which I give them all applause for actually doing that.
Respect.
It was interesting to say the least because this was a con that had thousands of people roaming the halls of a smaller convention center. So yeah, it got crowded from time to time, and it was usually pretty noisy. But there was a lot going on. This time, there was a few hundred people that showed up, maybe 400 or 500 at tops. at times.
Oh.
And the big reason was, unfortunately, there was a lot going on behind the scenes with why the convention is shutting down. A lot of drama, a lot of financial issues, and a lot of miscommunication. There was just so much going on. To say that this convention even happened is a miracle in itself. They originally shut it down. They literally announced it on Facebook that they were just shutting it down in the middle of August, a month and a half before the convention was supposed to shut down, was going to happen. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with that sentence?
Yes. It was supposed to be shut down, yet it still happened. How did that happen?
No, well, yeah, but I mean the other part of that sentence where they shut it down a month and a half before the con was going to happen.
Yeah, I can see the issue with that.
Okay.
I'm not fully sure.
All right. Let me just go ahead and massage all questions. The reason that this was a problem is they couldn't do that. The convention center itself needed a big enough window to allow for a cancellation, and that wasn't enough. And when you have a convention that part of the reason, I'm going to say part because it wasn't the only reason, part of the reason it was shutting down was due to financial issues, that is not cricket. And people were demanding refunds at the same time. It was a bad move.
Everyone disliked that.
It was not a good move. Let's just say that the people that actually ran this convention were all former staff and fans of Bonsai that wanted to give this convention its final hurrah. All of the current staff that was doing the convention prior to all of the fallout in August were fired.
Damn.
So that tells you a few things there.
Wow.
So the
How
fact
bad things must have been.
the fact that this happened was a miracle, and there was apparently a lot of issues getting into a lot of things. So some of this was announced the farewell convention part of the convention was actually announced on social media more than the website, and it was hard to get word out. So yeah, there was very, very few people there because of this. It was ridiculously quiet on Friday for the start. It was amazing how quiet it was, but in an odd way, it was kind of nice. Just because you could actually go to the vendor booths and actually look at everything without being swarmed around by crowds. You could just kind of be at peace with the convention and the finale of it all. Of course, Saturday and Sunday did get a little bit busier because people were getting out of school, and the word got out that this farewell was actually happening.
I was about to say Friday was like a living wake to the convention.
All right. But it kind of was actually. One person actually compared it to a wake, which I thought was not wrong, but kind of also unfair in a way. But let's see. So anyway, I didn't take a whole lot of pictures in regards to the convention, but I did get some things. For one thing, I was a bit of a stinker. Those are really big blocks. Take a normal Jenga block and give it 5 times the size.
How many 2x4s did you stack up?
You can see right there. I literally made that as tall as I could get when I was standing on a chair to barely reach. I literally could not make that any higher if I wanted without a ladder. So I was.
You almost went to the ceiling as is, so I believe that.
Yeah. Also, I had a little bit of fun with a poisoned apple cocktail over at a pit fire on Saturday evening when everything was just winding down after the convention closed for that evening. It's kind of funny too because after I took this picture and had a few more sips, like a lot of the panelists and the guests and stuff just started to pop up and they started to go around the campfire. They had a few beers, talking. Some of them were smoking cigars. It was kind of nice. It was like a little get together that kind of happened impromptu while I was just sitting there.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Yeah. Also, for giggles, I got a picture of this.
A wild Radio Shack.
A Radio Shack
So
that's still
there's
alive.
Still some left in the wild.
They're still alive somewhere.
You know, it's got to be a funny thing if you do. All right, the Holy Trinity, the last Radio Shack in the U.S., the last Blockbuster in the U.S., and I would say the last Kmart, but I think that's gone and dead.
Yeah, that's gone.
In that case, well, I can't say the last Toys R Us because technically they are trying to make a comeback.
They are in Macy's, so technically,
Not Circuit City. You know, we'll have to dwell on that one a little bit.
that one's going to be a thought process.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they had a Radio Shack there. Yep. I wish I could take a picture of something that shows the date and time just to absolutely prove it. But yeah, no hope there.
Oh, if you had an Apple Watch, you could put up the date and time.
You have
What
no
if
idea
any
how
Apple
much of
Watch?
an insult that is to me. Anyway, also here's a bunch of the swag. The amazing thing is some of the they were liquidating the con merch. I got that bag for $10.
Damn.
I got a few shirts for $5
God
too.
damn.
And some of the other stuff I got for absolutely free. It's crazy.
How
By
much
the
was
way,
that
I love the
Flareon?
Kalala.
The Flareon was actually $40.
No, I can believe that.
That was over at the from in the artist alley, and yeah, it was worth every penny. I think that Flareon is really cool. Also, this. Okay, fun story. So,
Derby.
no, the horse girl. So I'm getting a couple more figures over at the vendor hall, and I'm basically we're talking to one of the vendors. They're hoping to at least just break even because they really couldn't get a refund on the booth, and there wasn't enough. You know, there's just kind of that area where they couldn't refund it, they couldn't cancel, they couldn't do anything except just run the booth and hope they could at least break even. And unfortunately, I suck when it comes to sob stories like that because it makes me want to do things. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna be nice. I wanted to get the Anyo here, the Shangri-La bunny girl, but I actually want a bunny version of her. I don't know why they can't seem to make any of those. They all seem to be the girl. But anyway,
Second, do we have to
mind, I
go to
won't finish
Japan and its craziness?
no, I just had to make the comment.
They don't want to encourage the animal from within.
No.
It's not even walking away. Anyway, so
on you,
they had a big grab bag that just said waifu grab bag, and I go, you know what? I'll be nice, and it might be fun. I'll grab the most expensive waifu grab bag, which was about $30. A friend of mine was with me, and we were just talking, just like, you know what? If you go in there and you pull a horse girl out of there, it's gonna be Destiny. It's gonna probably be called Destiny 2. Anyway, I pull out the first figure. It's this thing. I have no idea who this is. I did look up the anime last night. It's one of those ones you kind of pull the color a little bit.
Like, oh no.
It's like, oh boy, oof. That's something you watch on Saturday night with a beer and nobody else.
Yep.
Anyway, then I pull out the next figure, and it's the horse girl. It's a literal horse girl, and no, it's not Destiny. The name is Majira McQueen. I pulled the horse called McQueen.
Oh my god.
Yes, I pulled the horse called McQueen.
She's a queen, y'all.
The horse girl anime. I've heard. You know what? I haven't heard a lot of positive things or negative things. It just kind of came and went. So I don't know what to think about that. But yeah, I also got a ton of DVDs, Blu-rays, a couple of games, things like that, from the basically the swap meet that they used to run at the beginning of every con. People could bring their old stuff and sell it to other people, and you can sometimes get away with some really cool stuff that you may have been looking for, or things you didn't know you wanted, or could, like this Twilight right here. Right now, our best guess is that this is a custom-made Twilight because it doesn't have any tags or anything that matches anything that we know in the normal merch line of Twilight Sparkle. And a friend bought it for me to surprise me because I lost Twiggy.
Aww.
Aww.
It was
Your
$6.
friend cares. Still, your friend cares.
Yeah, my friend cares and got it for $6. So it's like odd. Oh, so it's like a little bit of awe right there.
Get your cheap Twilight away from me.
Oh, it's
No?
come on. I take a cheap Twilight, especially if it's custom
I'm
made.
joking. I'm joking.
Of course, now I gotta take a rug cleaner to it and really get it cleaned.
Yeah, that's one of the things. You don't know where she's been.
Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah, no, I had a really good time. It was a lot more quiet and laid back, but I was still pretty busy running around, and I'm happy I went. I'm honestly really happy I went. Unfortunately, it is kind of a shame to see a con that I was going to for over a decade just kind of shut down so wildly like that. But
A shame, yeah.
at least we got an out. At least we got a good out. And really quickly, Kenny Lover, I see you right there. Happy to be making intro speeches for fun to feel more cool. Excited for episode 600. I've been drawing a lot. My draw fan art for show. Kenny, that would be awesome. If you draw that fan art, I promise we will put it up, especially when we're doing 600. And I hope you don't mind.
Nice to have my story read sometime before or after the 600.
Yeah, the one that we keep putting off because it's so dang long.
Anyway, sorry, I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot about that initially. I feel bad. I actually feel really bad. And now everybody's reminding me that we're getting close to 600. Oh, get away, you sirens! I know it's coming. Oh no, it's coming, isn't it?
With sirens now.
I'm so close. I didn't want to say what other words were coming to my head. That would be really bad. Anybody else want to do any other What's Up, Brony before I get myself canceled before episode 600?
Yeah, my poor doggy got hit in the face by a porcupine.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, my
I'm
folks
sorry
were
your dog
taking
got
for
hit
a
in the face by a
walk
porcupine.
and near a park, and she got quilled. They got all of them out except for one that was in her paw, and it was so painful they had to bring her in that very night, and she got drugged up, and they took it out, and she's better now.
All right. Do you mind if I make a small joke? No.
Sure.
Did the dog happen to sound like Michael J. Fox when it got hit?
I wasn't there.
Sorry. That was a terrible... Somebody out there gets that. It's a terrible joke. I really...
You.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Still, I'm glad the dog's okay now. Even though that really
she's
doesn't...
doing fine. She's a sweetheart.
Absolutely, yeah.
She might not go near it the next time, or she might just be more careful around it the next time she meets another porcupine.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I hope that's once pork you twice shy. Anybody else have any other quick What's Up, Brony, before we go ahead and dig into the news that we have? Because we do got quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news then. And just to remind everybody, next week we do have a normal Brony show because it will be 600, but after that, I will be at a Ponyville Cider Fest, so there will not be anything that weekend and no Brony show. So I guess we'll technically be taking a week breather after episode 600 because I'll be in Wisconsin probably stuffing myself with cheese and beer. It's the best way to go out, right? Still, I'm excited. I am excited. They actually, we'll go ahead and bring it up here. So while I'm talking about it, let's talk about the PonyCon countdown, which is still missing quite a few cons at the moment. So I'm not going to dig too much into this. But Ponyville Cider Fest is just 1 week and 3 days away, and it's getting a little bit it's getting a little more exciting at a time. The big reason is exciting is not only do we have our pub trot tickets, they have just announced that they are going to be bringing on some G5 voice actors. They're going to be bringing in Misty and Izzy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but I like both of those.
Yeah.
I like both Misty and Izzy, so that is awesome that they're both going to be there. So, absolutely big old thumbs up. I am very happy, very excited, hoping for really good things for that. But yeah, so Misty, Izzy, both are going to, Bahia and Anya. Both Misty and Izzy voice actors. The show voice actors, which, you know what? I mean, the movie was great, but those two are the voice actors for Misty and Izzy now, to me. Granted, Izzy wasn't exactly in the movie, so fair enough. No, it's the other way around. Misty wasn't in the movie. Oh no! I'm gonna get them confused, aren't I? No. Oh no! My fatal flaw is gonna come back to scare me. Oh my god! Crazy Matt Captain's hiding in the chat. Hi, Crazy Matt Captain. But yes, Cider Fest is coming up quick and eagerly. I already got my apple ciders ready to go. I'm debating which of my meads I'm going to take with me as well. I think I might take the experimental meads that I've let age for a little while. See if I can get some thoughts on it before I start working on the Berry Tube Babs Con specialty meads that will be sold. The bottles will be sold at Babs. The meat just happens to come with them.
Fusion Ha.
Nope. Legal Ha.
No, Chaos Sakai.
Oh, well, that too. Ms. D. As much as I would like somebody to draw that, I'm afraid somebody's going to get real pissed if that existed. Let's go ahead and move on there. But yeah, Cider Fest is coming up, and then a couple of weeks later, we have the Luna Fest Luna Reunion 2024 over in Hamburg, Germany. And then we finally get to breathe. December will be nice and quiet. January will be almost quiet till right near the end when HarmonyCon comes right up again. I would like to say that I want to go to HarmonyCon. I do want to see about making it my replacement con after BabsCon finally goes. I just don't know if I'll be able to make it this year or if I'll have to wait till next year after BabsCon is finally come and gone. Kind of depends on what happens with me in the next few months.
Oh yeah, I might have to speak about something about that later. I'll just bring it up later.
Fair enough. Oh, we'll worry about that in the future. For now, those are the cons that are coming up. Of course, with the winter holiday coming up, we got winter snow. Cons are going to become less and less. Though I really wish I could go to that New York one next year. That's going to be the Christmas themed pony convention, but it's only 150 people, and I would have to go clear across the country for that. As eager as I would be, that's insane. But you know how eager I'm not? Though I wish I had this kind of eagerness. I'm not eager enough to spend 12,500 euros on a Viking Fluttershy.
Oh, she is so cute.
Yes, cute and apparently expensive as hell. A me plus you Viking Fluttershy that was put up for a charity auction in Ponycon Holland went for 12,500 euros. This is, I don't know if it's a record. I don't know how big of a record if it's like the biggest record of all time in regards to plushie sales, if it's a donation record in general, if it's a record just for the con. It's a record. There's a record here. That is a lot.
Going with a quick thing in the U.S., that is $13,525.50.
Yes, that is wild amounts of money, and that is amazing. And this is going to be a one-of-a-kind plush. This will never be made again. And after an auction like that, I wouldn't want to make another one either. I would want that to be its own thing forever because of that. Mm-hmm. Because that is worthy. It is worthy.
There might be
Again.
imitations in the future, but they'll never measure up to the genuine article.
No.
That's one of the things we have to remember. This is a charity.
I know.
And
You know what? No. I need to do this now. I'm gonna have to find somebody to do this. I need somebody to draw the Viking plushie, Viking plushie, Viking Fluttershy plushie. We're gonna have to color Viking plushie now. Viking plushie with a hammer, with a price tag that says 12,500 euros on it, and just smiling with that big stupid smile, just like, I am worthy. I gotta do this. This actually sounds like an amazing idea now. Oh no, what have I done? I've already got too much. I got too many craps. Okay, we're gonna move on. I already came up with too much crap. I think I'm influencing things I shouldn't. So, Rainbow Road Trip. Exciting little cartoon that was kind of based off of the movie designs. Fun. It was a fun little thing. We got to have Wind Cozies and Kerfluffle because of it. And now you can watch it on YouTube in full right now.
For free?
Well, all it costs is your time and ad revenue. But yes.
That's still better than some stuff, because what else would you have found it outside of Yo-Ho and a Fiddle DD?
Probably a DVD. But yeah, it would be a little bit harder to get a hold of nowadays, so the fact that it's there on YouTube and free and accessible for anybody to watch at this point, that is really, really awesome. And it's got me a little excited too. So yeah, if you want to see Rainbow Road Trip, or you want an excuse to download it, you have every opportunity to go ahead and do so. It's right here, right there, right and ready for you. It's all there. And I love it.
I can't remember if I heard this from the video you showed us last week about you know what, but I heard somewhere that this was one of the bases. The models here was one of the bases for G5. Or
kind of. I think it had some. I think this was related to it in some way, but not quite.
It's one of those things of looking back, you could totally see this was an attempt to maybe do a new generation.
No, I think this was their attempt to try to do more with G4, but with the movie figures, but didn't quite happen.
Do it for them.
That too.
Someone
that could have been it.
Regulated them to the wayside.
I don't know. This one's. I don't exactly know too much of the history of it of it, other than the fact that it was made using the movie models, and it's just like not movie quality, but you can tell they're movie models, obviously. Mostly the ears. Thank you, everybody. I'll be here forever.
You're still a good person, man.
Yeah, but I'm also beard. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So yeah, there's that. So I'm just Wild Manes. Seriously, this is one of the weirder thumbnails they could have made.
That'll garner a lot of older fans.
No.
They know what they're doing.
Booty.
They know what they're doing. So this episode of Wild Manes has made it so I think that there might be another trope to this series now, where if it doesn't have Coco immediately saying, I bet you wonder how he got here, the only reason she wouldn't do that is because it's going to be a music episode where they're going to have them doing a music track at some point. Because this one, yes, it does have a song, and they dance. Granted, the dancing is literally shaking their ass back and forth and flipping their tail around, so okay, apparently Wild Mane's ability to dance is related to twerking. They are Generation Alpha. Go figure. Okay, that was terrible. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Seriously though, it is kind of silly that this is like the third time so far that we haven't had Coco doing the I bet you wonder how we got here, but it is also the third time that they have done a music episode. So yeah, So yeah, they're starting to follow a formula of some sort. Of course, here's another fun thing though. They also had a different Wild Mains come out. This one was a mistake though, because it was labeled here as a Halloween special on Equestria Daily, but it's just 4 episodes, which are a little spooky. Because they have like the nightmare episode, the UFO episode, the runaway.
They knew what they were doing.
They were just doing a bunch of episodes that had slightly spooky or weird things going on, calling it their Halloween bundle. So yeah, if you want to catch just a bunch of Wildman episodes that are close to Halloween themed as you're going to get with a series that's only been out for a few months, this is the best you're going to do. But it's there.
Something for Halloween, on the double.
Yeah, it's basically there for Halloween. It's silly, but it's there. You're not missing anything if you've already seen all the episodes. But if you haven't yet, or you just want to catch a couple of them, spend 20 minutes on something Halloween-y, you could do Boris. Next, so all of the card imports I've been doing might have been pointless. There's official word that Caillou over in China is going to be having Japanese and English versions of their cards released. But basically, what happened is a few days ago, they held a press conference and announced that they reached an in-depth cooperation with Hasbro. And
they're desperate for money at the moment.
I don't doubt that, but also they're desperate for money. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny these cards aren't kind of cool.
Oh.
But they have reached an agreement to sell English and Japanese versions of the cards, and they're going to first sell them, unfortunately, in Southeast Asia, Japan, and South Korea. But since they will be in English, there's a very good chance, if not pretty much almost an eventual determination, they will reach our shores as well.
They're probably testing the water to see how popular it is amongst English speakers.
Why would you do that in Japan, though?
Well, they could also want to see the overseas market.
I don't know. They might be testing waters, or they're just because China's literally right next to Japan and Korea and all the other places that they're going to do it first because they don't have to do it over the ocean. But yes, yeah, there's a few pictures here about the event. Here's a giant inflated Pinkie Pie. I'm sure somebody's happy.
There could be a lot of tourists visiting that might want some cards too, so...
Yeah. But probably the big reason that this was announced is because there was a China licensing expo that occurred. And the expo also had a lot of plushies, figures, and more. So look at all the pony plushies.
That's Starlight and Trixie.
Yeah, those are some awesome little plushies there. But yeah, we're going to go through these here a little bit. Some of these are surprisingly familiar. I remember when stuff like this was happening way back in the early fandom days. Granted, they were a little bit more blockier. I remember those phone holders.
They're getting better, though.
And we also do got our G... Oh my god.
2 Sunnies.
Well, that's not... Yes, not what I was looking at.
Oh my god.
So Queen Haven is now officially aged down, everybody. Run! She's no longer a MILF. Run!
Oh god!
No, Opaline was also DH too.
Was she in there?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Right there at the end.
Oh my god! Actually, I'm gonna confess, they look more cheapyish and DH, but that's still funny.
Yeah,
it's still funny to joke about.
What the heck and what's that, is he?
I don't know, but I'm gonna be kind of disappointed if we don't see Allura in there. Literally forgotten by everything. Anyway.
It's because she's not pony,
okay.
isn't it?
Oh look at their hair's on end.
Wow. Check out the wild mane on her.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Yeah, little toys, trinkets, charms, plushies, pingles, dingles, dongles, and boogles and bungles. Bingle, dongle, bingle, bongle. Bogle! Sorry. Just couldn't get that out of my head for a second there.
Looks like Fluttershy has highlights in her hair in that one.
I think those look like shadow boxes. Oh, they are shadow boxes. Okay, that's
awesome.
Jeez, they really are getting all the better merch. Gee, no, oh man, feels so cheap. I still wonder what this is all about, though. It's just a tube Twilight ear.
It's a hug pillow buddy.
We're gonna go with that because I don't want to think what else it could be.
Oh.
Well, those are some nice plushies right there.
Give me that rarity.
Jeez. Really makes you wonder if they actually put some stupid effort into the things, how awesome it would have been. We really did get like a short stick on a lot of stuff.
There's always hope this stuff could come overseas.
Yeah, I get it. What's a shadow box? The best way to describe a shadow box is it's a picture that has multiple layers on it, so it actually gives a vision of depth to it. Just to try to get a little bit closer here. So, yeah, if you see like the Applejack right here, it kind of looks like she's, well, I mean she is technically, but she's standing out a little bit more from the background than she normally would. So it's not a flat picture. She's actually out a little bit, so it has a little bit of shadow cast behind her, which gives her a little bit more of a feeling of depth and dimension as opposed to just being a flat image. Granted, it's literally just a bunch of flat images pasted on top of one another, but with enough space between them that you get a little bit of shadows, so it looks more depthy. If that doesn't make sense, go ask your mother. I didn't know how to end that. Skin for you mutant Furby. Oh! Probably not wrong, but ugh. So, who's ready to swallow the bitter pill?
Let it begin as we slowly dry our tears.
So, Tell Your Tale episode 23 has released. At the moment, this could be considered the last of the official content, video-wise, of My Little Pony Generation 5. Not just Tell Your Tale, but Generation 5 in general. And I pretty much called it. Well, almost called it.
Excuse my French for a minute, but F Cox.
Yeah.
Instead of going out on a good note, it's going out on a whimper.
It's not a bad note. It's basically a slice of life episode. And I think it alludes to the fact that Pinky, let's call it.
Izzy.
Let's call a spade. No. Izzy might unfortunately be a literal creative god with rainbow powers now.
Literally cover everything in frosting.
Literally, kind of, yeah. If you let her, but no, it looks like Izzy has inherited the rainbow power of G4. We're gonna leave that one up to the fanfic authors about how the hell that happened. But she basically can create things because if she vividly imagines it enough, and unfortunately, she can also demake it if she vividly imagines it enough. Luckily, she doesn't have too much of a massive vivid imagination. But yeah. So we get one little slice of life episode with the water park. We did have a cute moment with Alpha Biddle and Queen Haven, and it was just a fun little thing, slice of life, and that's it. Episode before this, we got a massive lore dump of Allura, so we know a little bit about her motivations, her feelings. So she's not just like stupid evil villain, and she actually had some really good legwork that could have built for an interesting villain. And in all honesty, it sucks the way it ended, but it could have been worse. There's every possibility it could have ended on like something that felt like a cliffhanger. though in a way it kind of did, but I mean worse off. Like if Allura suddenly attacked the freaking harbor or something, that would have been really weird. And Sparky suddenly vanished. You know, just something really stupid. It could have ended really stupidly. I mean, this sucks, but it's not the worst it could have been. So we still do got the comics that are going to be coming out, which we do have a, speaking of which, we might as well jump into it. We do have a preview of issue 2. And then there'll be one more issue after that for issue 3. And then that could be literally it for all of G5. In official sense. Whether the fandom decides to step up and create their own things or try to fill in the gaps or make stories up for themselves, I don't know.
What's with those kids' eyes when Pip has them in her arms?
If the princess of your country suddenly grabbed you in the middle of a snowstorm, wouldn't you be oh no, God. Those are hearts. Oh God. That kid just basically met his hero. He's gonna have dreams that will never be fulfilled.
He's gonna have no, stop it.
I mean, he doesn't
Why are these thoughts coming to my mind right now?
I mean, look, the hearts are still there.
He has a stalker now.
It's not a stalker. It's a... So questions left unanswered. There are a lot of questions left unanswered. I don't think some of them were ever going to be answered. Mostly what happened between G4 and 5. I think we're going to get little tidbits, but we were never going to get a straight answer outside of what we already got.
Legal.
What?
I said thanks, legal.
Oh, there's that. Yeah. Okay, sorry, finishing a beer. But anyway, so if you still wanted to keep up to the last little bits of G5, you still have the comic series, which admittedly, which funny enough, this might actually add in some lore because it does tie into some things in G4 as well. I can't be specific about what, because I'm not entirely sure myself, but they did say that it ties into G4 and I think Cloudsdale in general.
I mean, they did have a weather factory, so what happened when that magic went away?
Actually, that could be related. In fact, it could be related. It could be entirely because of that. But we'll leave that. We're going to leave that to the comic readers because I haven't picked up my issues yet. And with that, that is going to be it for our news. Let's go ahead and go on to our content creation. Are you ready for that, Coldust?
I'm alive!
Alright. Well, our challenge of the week. Well, our challenge of the week this week was lightning. Very, very frightening.
And the protest initiative challenge this week was Ghost.
All right.
Ghost.
I'm not gonna lie, I basically had to slam mine together over the course of about an hour.
Bangers and mash, all right.
So yes, we have Circuit getting scared by a thunderstorm and a very questionable ghost suddenly right behind him.
Yo, Toa Ghost, toast.
Yes, I am a toast.
Toast.
I was trying my best to get the illusion of the. I don't know how to do it where it shows like the moment of the lightning flash where you still see like the characters, but you could tell that something's flashing right behind them. I tried my best to do it with kind of like a little spray paint clothing, but yeah, getting a second look at it, that was not the way to go exactly.
Mine will be a little bit flashy.
I know in a lot of cartoons what they do and they try and like, emphasize that. When the lightning flashes, it basically causes everything else in the room to go dark, like pitch black, and then all you can see is like, or well, okay, I guess it depends on the thing. Sometimes if there's a character in the dark, the lightning will flash, and then you'll see the character, and like I know how it would be portrayed in motion. I'm not sure how you'd portray it in. I guess you could work with silhouettes probably. I can see it really working with silhouettes.
I think I have the solution in my little gift there.
Yeah, actually, vaguely, I did have a lot darker shadows. I tried to make them a little more transparent because I figured that the white of the flat. I think I made the flash too white. Really, that might have been part of it. And because of that, when I had to bring down the transparent, when I brought the transparency in, so it wasn't quite as dark, it probably killed some of the darkness there. Along the curve, yeah, I definitely should have went along the curves there. The fact that I drew circuit like this within an hour, and also the hanging Toa and stuff. Yes, Toa is hanging.
Toa is hanging? Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, not nice. Toa, don't hang.
Don't worry. Since I'm mechanical, the rope doesn't kill me and dislocate my neck too badly.
It's in the middle. It's the middle of his back. God damn it.
That's what he would like you to think.
Ooh.
So yeah,
I like it. This is good.
It's not bad. I get the shit. It's just the emphasis I need to still work on my shading and coloring altogether, which I know I do, but I'm still working on perspective and proportion, which is my big hang-ups. And once I can get those down, I mean the horn here, that horn needs at least I need to get some Viag horn.
Yeah, well, that horn is far too small. Right placement, far too small though.
Tell you what, Circuit, the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more that stuff just kind of falls into place.
Oh no, I mean the fact that I was able to even pull this off in an hour is amazing in general. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is really good.
With that for a moment there.
Yeah, but
you
also
did good.
The other reason I am going to go ahead and confess. Okay, fine. Toa also did his. Literally just now.
Ooh. I want to see.
It took me like 30 minutes to get the drawing done and about another 5 to 10 to do the lightning. And it actually has that strobe effect.
I noticed.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, yeah. It's basically just 3 images. There's no lightning in the background in one, lightning but shadowed in the other, and then everything same lightness level. And black in between every other frame.
I like it. You did good. This is really solid.
Mm-hmm.
The
thing you want to do whenever you have lightning just in the background, as it just happened, that third little thing of it being dark, but you can still see colors and whatnot.
No,
how.
I get that. I think I was trying a little too hard to emphasize the light, and I just ended up completely blasting everything out.
Yeah. I'm glad that you both decided to depict just Toabot as a ghost, like in the ghost costume. Both of you,
I did
same
that
kind.
as a response to Circuit.
I figured he did it as a response. Mine was just I needed something quick, and I figured it'd be funny if it was just somebody with a sheet over their head. And then I just figured, what about Toa if he was just like stuck in the? He was at here's the joke that nobody gets, because the whole point is Circuit's already spooked out because of something else. Lightning flash, and Toa's just hanging there with a sheet over him. There's no question. He's not trying to scare Circuit. He's literally stuck there because somebody tied a rope to him, and he's just hung from the rafters, and a sheet got stuck over him.
I can totally see that happen.
So yeah, he's not even trying to scare Circuit. He just happens to be there, and it freaked Circuit out. So bedsheet ghost.
Yep.
That was the whole joke.
I like it. But
the big reason, there's 2 big reasons why I basically had to slapdash this for an hour. One was obviously the anime convention that I went to that took up a good chunk of my time. And the other was this.
That's still adorable, by the way.
Cheaty.
So the newbie alumni, the artist training ground alumni group, their prompt was to draw a pony Well, one of the two was, I think, cool as ice, or what? Let me see what the exact statement was. But ice was involved. Let's see. Draw a pony of cold and ice.
So you went with worst character. Okay.
So I went. Oh, you jerk. So yeah, Allura. We already know that Allura has ice powers, but obviously not a pony. So I went. What? Okay, bet. Let's make her a pony. So I spent a good chunk of a few days, when I had time to draw, taking the character of Allura, ponifying large parts of her, and making sure the portions worked. I'm still a little iffy about the back end there. I think she's a little too squat. I should have made the legs maybe a little longer, a little thinner, maybe both. I don't know.
The only thing I would say is that you did a good job making it not a cat-like design.
Well, I try to add her cat features. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously the eyes, the black nose that's supposed to be her actual nose, but it just kind of made a portion of her. The ear, the spots. The ear is actually a pony ear, but it still contains the coloring of her cat-like features and the earring. And even the tail is just colored like her normal tail. Just it's a ponytail, just with weird stripes to it. So yeah, Allura the pony. And she's not amused. I admit I was gonna see if I can make like cat facial features on her face a little bit more too, but it was not going, so I just went with a frown.
Let's turn that frown upside down.
Anyway. So yeah, I made an Allura pony. That's why I literally had to slapdash something together for the challenge of the week. Because I spent a good chunk of my time at the convention, and this. Are you happy for me, Mama? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. And also, we do have this. I'm not gonna lie, I have strong questions about what in the world we're holding.
Microphones?
Those don't look like microphones. Those look like something.
Oh, no. No. Braid, why did you go there?
Because mine went there and I just started to hint at it, and that's all that's needed.
And Toa looks like a Smurf.
Is that Toa?
Or is that Tech?
Yeah.
That's you, Toa?
I decided not to go full robot.
I'm not gonna lie. Next time, go full robot. Oh my god!
I know, I have a big schnoz.
You got a lot here. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack.
Why are these humans crossbred with seals?
I
did not want to draw hands, and this is a week overdue. Hey,
yeah, hide the hands. You could have.
I made myself the fattest one there.
You could have hit the hands, and well, you're not wrong, but you're not fat in a good way. You're fat like your back is extending past where it should. There is something wrong. But no, seriously. I mean, other than it's just, oh my god, there's so much to unpack. I don't want to though. Anyway, it's still you throw it out there. God damn it! I can't unsee the hands. We're gonna move away now. Damn it!
Just reminds me of Home Run Star Runner.
Oh,
Home Style Runner.
How do you podcast with flippers on?
Simple. You just do this.
You know, maybe that's why we are not using microphones. Instead, we're using marital aids. Anyway, so everybody,
even trying something different.
Chaos Akai, I'm kind of with you on that flashing. I kind of wanted to feel. I mean, I don't know if that was epileptic causing, but it was a little on the nervous side of things, a little heavy flashy.
It wasn't extreme contrast colors though. That's the major thing.
I don't know. Black and white is kind of extreme contrast in a way, but I get your point. So everybody, it's time for the next challenge of the week. I am going to give a heads up. Next, but technically this might be a challenge of the month, because next week we will have a show. It will be 600, but everything is going to be dedicated to the 600 episode. That there will be nothing else. There will be no news. There will be no videos. There will be no content creation. We may not even have a time to wub. So we are literally going to be jumping right into the thick of things because of what I have planned. So, and the next week after that, again, Ponyville Cider Fest. So we may not get to this until about mid-November. So feel free to push a little bit harder if you need to on this. But everybody is allowed to throw a prompt. Everybody gets one prompt. One for anybody of any creative desire. Not even talent. If you just have a desire to create. It doesn't have to be art. You can do music. You can do videos. You can do puppet dancing. You can do cosplay. However you decide to interpret yourself, interpret art, interpret creation. The whole idea of this is to give you an idea, a prompt, a thought, something to move forward with, and to say, okay, here's the prompt. Here's what I got. Let's put them together, and let's hope that I got peanut butter and chocolate, and not sardines and cornbread.
Well, all I'm gonna say is I feel like I'm back this week.
Oh God, you are back.
Oh, let me see if I can think of something.
All right, Chaos Sakai going for 600. Considering it'll literally be a few weeks after 600 that happens. Oh God, that's probably just have everybody hang over.
Oh, chat spam 600. Happy birthday to you.
Does chat spam do anything with bananas? Asking for a friend.
I think she might, but there's a dragon that would know more and is like she's still your problem.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if Vaguely's prompt is or if he's just thinking.
You said bats.
Okay, bats. Stop the
Rats with
bats.
wings?
Stop the
Okay.
bats. Alright. Remember, everybody gets a prompt, even if you're on the YouTube channels out there. I know you're out there, YouTubers.
Give us a comment.
Oh, secret put one in.
G5. Ooh.
Ooh, G5. Ooh. I love a good G5. Granted, I mean, I literally just drew in Laura as a pony, so I'm not averse to G5. All right.
It's because she has special Twilight eyes.
It's actually funny with Creature that I possibly I almost would have done some just daily grinding on Card Shop here during the show, but I realized, wait, the way that works and the RNG that goes on, hell no, that's actually a game you grind on stream.
Yep. But by the way, second, it was fun on Sunday. Suki and I basically hung out in his card shop.
Yeah, I saw. I was debating actually popping in and messing with you guys a little bit, but I literally did not get out of that convention center until about 5, and I did not eat except for breakfast, so I was just hungry and tired, and I had to get grocery shopping. I mean, yeah, it was a mess and a half. I didn't even get ice cream, and I wanted to get ice cream. It's for the better, though. All right, I think we got all of our prompts. Let's go ahead and do a random and a spin. So, who's going to get lucky 600? That's actually 601.
Oh, Circuit, can you stream it to the chat so we can see the wheel real time?
No.
it's already done.
It is absolutely too late for that.
And we have the Wiimote is dead beyond because battery's corroded.
That is hilarious. Tech Stallion, you managed to get the prompt. Barely! I am not kidding. We are at the edge.
Yep, G5 was the next.
G5, it was so close. It is literally just nudging against the color separation. That is how close it was. Look at that. That is wild. But no. G5 would have been a fun one to do for episode 600. But looks like our insanity prevails. Remote battery, beyond dead, corroded. And remember, this is probably, technically, pretty much for episode 601. But if you don't want to deal with a corroded Wiimote dead battery, we do have a protest.
The Protest Initiative challenge this week is stream.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Stream.
stream sounds like a good combination.
Yeah, stream.
Stream.
It could be a
Stream.
Wiimote that you're like, hey, I haven't played my Wii in a bit. Set up stream, camera on you. Let's turn on the Wiimote.
Stream. Sorry, I can't get that stupid scream thing.
Luna
out of my
wants
head
to
now.
eat your dreams.